Apparently it wasn't live. I've been broadcasting the last half inning. That's a shot through the middle. Runners on first and third. There was a little YouTube glitch. Sorry there. I had done the whole last inning.
Now to bat is number 12, Seth.
Ugh. Okay, I'll redo it then. Rough. Sorry, you guys that were waiting and missed it. The shooter's on the board right now. Thanks to an RBI groundout from Colby Witt and then back-to-back singles. They have 3 hits and did a 1-2-3 top of the first on the ETC Knights of Mount Michael Benedictine. Called strike at the knees. Here's Henry Stanek on the mound. I'm going to guess no relation to Ryan Stanek, but that's not a guarantee. Ryan Stanek, the MLB pitcher. I believe on the Marlins right now. Could be wrong. 0-2, or 0-1. To Seth LeFevre. Ball in the dirt, thanks to the umpire there. And running to second is Spencer Harris on the wild pitch. The umpire luckily uses a backstop there. Here's a strike, 1-2. The shooters looking to stake an early lead, more than just one run. Outside, Teeter snags it, spins around. 2-2 count. Grounded hard to first, scooped, and that'll be the inning. The shooters get on the board, make some noise, and after one, the JV team for post 320 on top of the St. Michael Benedictine Knights. So I guess I got to go through the lineups again. Sorry. So we'll start out with the shooters since they're going to be fielding here. Leading off for them, center fielder Max Schoenhard. He had a single, came around to score in the first. Then Gavin Heitzman, the shortstop, grounded out. First baseman Colby Witt grounded out but brought in Schoenhard on the ground out. He's playing first and batting third. Cleanup, Aiden Bird, the right fielder. He had a single, got to third, and was stranded just now. Then fifth, left fielder Spencer Harris was batting fifth and also got a single, got left on second. Then the catcher Seth LeFevre is sixth, and he just grounded out to end the inning. The pitcher Mason Knutson pitched a 1-2-3 first and is batting seventh. Third baseman Tucker Mason at the 8 hole, and second baseman Rylan Sedevi will be at the 9 with Knutson on the mound. So, recap, the first 3 for the shooters. Center fielder Max Schoenhard, shortstop Gavin Heitzman, first baseman Colby Witt. The middle 3, right fielder Aiden Bird, left fielder Spencer Harris, and catcher Seth LeFevre. The bottom 3, pitcher Mason Knutson, third baseman Tucker Mason, and second baseman Rylan Sedevi with Mason Knutson on the mound. Playing for the Black here, or for the Knights, Nathan Bluvis grounded out to start off the game. Then Barrett Sikora flew out. Thadden Wewell also flew out. And it brings up to where we are right now. Leading off the top of the second, Rocco Zimmerman. 0-1. Soft throwing righty. Knutson. Yeah, try. Somebody who might be related to him might be a brother on the Sturgis team. We played in the middle of the week last week. I guess that's this week. It just feels so long. So 2-1. Outside, 3-1. We're a little behind on all the times here. 3-1 count. Foul tip right into the glove of the catcher, Seth Lefevre. Wait, that was 2 strikes. Never mind, full count. I got eager. Knutson rocks, delivers. Hit hard by Zimmerman. Handled by the shortstop. The throw, not in time. Still a good grab out there from shortstop Gavin Heinzman, even if it turns into an infield single for Zimmerman. It brings up Henry Stanek. The pitcher / 5-hole hitter. Mount Michael Benedictine in Elkhorn, Nebraska, nearby Omaha, the team here. But as with every Nebraska team, it's a sponsorship, not a post number that they use. So ETC, the Elkhorn Training Center, is their sponsor, and they are the ETC Knights. That's hit high and deep into center. Schoenhard chasing, making the grab. Wow! Running back to first, they might have a double play, and they do! Max Schoenhard! Wow! A fly out, and then an 8-4-3 double play. What a great play out there. Probably the best one I've seen made in this tournament so far. Aiden Earl now up. These shooters, they got hands, you know? 0-1. Curveball, a little high. Taken. Earl taking his first swings of the game. 2-1. The shooters absolutely outperforming any expectations I had for them. Called strike, or sorry, swinging strike, didn't hold up. 2-2. Harrisburg Golder here, they will play against ETC next. They're from the Pete Lean field. That's strike 3! The ball finds the zone. Earl strikes out looking, the first K of the day for Knutson, and another 1-2-3 inning for the Knights. One hit turns it into no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on. Still a shutout. And the shooters making even more noise, just the same way they did against Wesco.
Pitching for your 320 shooters is number 13, Cooper.
What? That's not the shooters.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. So, I'll give you the lineup now for the ETC Knights Black. Leading off, center fielder Nathan Bluvis. Shortstop, Barrett Sikora at the 2. Thaddeus Weewol is the 3-hole hitter playing left. Third baseman Rocco Zimmerman cleans up. Pitcher Henry Stanek is 5th. The second baseman Aiden Earl is 6th. First baseman Jack Stanek bats 7th. The 8-hole hitter is right fielder Dominic Beninato, and the catcher Jackson Teeter bats ninth with Henry Stanek on the mound. To repeat, the top three for the Knights: center fielder Nathan Bluvis, shortstop Barrett Sikora, and left fielder Thaddeus Weewell. The middle three: third baseman Rocco Zimmerman, pitcher Henry Stanek, and second baseman Aiden Earl. And the bottom three: first baseman Jack Stanek, right fielder Dominic Beninato, and the catcher Jackson Teeter, and with Henry Stanek on the mound. I gotta look back up and see what the ETC team did yesterday. I know they won big. They beat Box Elder post 315 12-1. They are 6-1 on the season, including very impressive wins in other tournaments. That's hit hard through the gap. The Shooters, another leadoff single. This defies all expectations. Mason Knutson able to gap one.
Up to that, number 19, Tucker.
Here is Tucker Mason, aka Tuck Tuck. I'm sure you can hear it. Strike one, delivered on the outside of the plate. Stanek not having much luck so far. 4 hits allowed and just 3 outs. Stanek sets, delivers. Low in the dirt, and it gets right through the legs of the catcher. Teeter unable to corral it, and it is 1-1. Knutson advances to second. A lot of wild pitches coming here from Stanek. And not a lot of swing and misses, which is usually what you see. You know, the more K prevalent you are, the more movement, the harder it is to catch, harder it is to hit. Strike, right down Main Street. 1-2. Strike right down the middle, and he'll keep staring at it. Down goes Mason. First K of the day for Stanek. Rylan Sedevi now up. Somebody's called him Booger Boy. Don't know the story behind that. Sedevi watches the ball miss the plate outside. Mono. Outside, 2-0. To Sedevi. Booger Boy. Popped up, out of play. Watch out, everybody. Bounces off the canopy. And over to Catch 22, where you can buy Post 22 merchandise. Two one. We still have. It's already 1, and we got this game, which is only in the second, and 3 more to go today. I don't know if we're gonna play them all. 6 games in 13 hours was kind of ambitious. Especially when you got the breaks in there. That's popped up into shallow center, coming in, and he will make the grab. Nathan Bluvis puts away the second out.
Back to the top of the line.
Brings back
for the Shooters,
up the leadoff man, Max Schoenhardt. He had a single, reached second on a wild pitch, and then a pair of groundouts brought him home to put the only run on the board for the Shooters. He also made a great play out in center that turned into an 8-4-3 double play, where he tracked down a ball, hit very deep out there, ranged after it, threw it in, and then they were able to get the man who did not tag up. 1 out. Fouled off. The thing that worked so well for the Shooters in the game against Westco was their defense was spotless. And when your defense is spotless, you usually win, especially when your bats work even kinda. There were no errors in that game. Popped up, and watch out, everybody. Oh, people were threatening to hold it, to catch it barehanded and then let it drop. That's the Harrisburg Maroon over on the berm in left field. 2-2. Schoenhardt trying to keep this inning alive. Maybe even drive in a run. High and outside, 3-2. .320 Shooters. Just 9 and 11 on the season. And that's against mostly junior teams. Fouled off, and the at-bat will continue. They got a weird win over the Zephyrs. Mostly been splitting with junior teams, but they're threatening to go up 2-1 in the senior tournament here. Up and outside. That's walk. Ball 4. Take your base. And Schoenhardt, yet again, will reach the base paths. He is a fast runner. Gavin Heintzman now up. He hit a ball in between second and first. They're checking with the scores, making sure that it was also 3-2. It was, okay. Just making sure that he wasn't, tripping on the count. Somebody in the stands filming this at-bat for the Shooters on a little GoPro, I think. Popped up. That should be an easy play. Stanek getting out the way. Who's calling for it? Zimmerman wants it. He'll make the grab. So nobody scores in the top or the bottom of the second. It is still 1-0 as we enter the third inning. Recap that one. One hit turns into no runs, no earned runs, no Knights errors. 2 men left on. It is still 1-0. Last inning, 3 hits turn into 1 run. It is earned to the pitcher Stanek. There are no errors, and 2 men are also left on there. So missing a few opportunities, but still on top and playing good defense are the Shooters. I'm just going to say, very impressed by them. The Knights will play a doubleheader here. They play the Shooters, then they play the Harrisburg Maroon. The Knights are from the Pete Lean pool, but there are 17 teams this year, an odd number, so somebody has to come over here and play our leftover teams from the odd number area. So it's going to be the Knights. They're the crossover team that plays a bit of both. They play 2 on each side, and that'll even it out for the scheduling issues. Now up to bat, rocking a mini mustache, is Jack Stanek. Ball low. This is Knutson. He's pitching a fantastic game so far. He's faced the minimum. He allowed a hit, but there's a double play that did it. Strike right down the middle. Wait, no. Slightly inside. My bad. I got overeager, I guess. Hope you all are enjoying Arnets TV. I'm Oliver Fell, bringing you 6 games today. Low, ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. Leadoff man ready to walk if they'll give it to him. Knutson, that's a strike delivered down the middle of the zone. Stanek was never going to swing at that. 3-0. So I might as well just put one in there. It's hit hard into center. A screaming liner. And a leadoff hit recorded. Stanek waited for his pitch and he got it. I accidentally logged a leadoff single for Mason Knutson in the last inning on the wrong side of the sheet. I put a leadoff single in Stanek's spot. Turns out that was a prophecy, not something I needed to erase. Outside ball 1. Dominic Bettinato up to bat, the right fielder. 1-0 count. Stepping off the mound, recollecting himself and checking on the runner is Knutson. Bettinato, the 9-hole hitter, right fielder. Swung on, and he will find a landing space. They throw back to second, trying to make Schoenhard tried to make a little sneaky out there, but he was not able to. So that'll be back-to-back singles.
Now to bat is number 9, Jackson.
The Knights starting to sequence something together here, but far from actually scoring anybody yet. Coming up now, Jackson Teeter. Bunt shown. It's a good one. He catches it with the bat. Running. Nobody's covering first. The first baseman came in for some reason, thinking he was the one that was going to scoop it.
Now back to the top of the lineup.
And that'll cost him a bunt single. That is a JV mistake. A little league, as they would say. So bases loaded with nobody out. The Knights with a chance to take the lead. Nathan Bluvis at bat here now. He grounded out to third last time up. No. Strike right down the middle. One. Fouled away. 1-2.
Please return those foul balls to the ticket booth.
Some kid excited that they got it. The foul ball. Bluvis. Check swings on one high. They call for an appeal. No, he didn't swing. He rotated, but the bat never came forward. Bluvis. Awaiting. The kick. Swings on a slow ball, and it's still 2-2. Still a 2-2 count. Very high ball. Yeah, this is mostly the team for Mount Michael Benedictine. How did they finish? They went to the Class C baseball championships. Payoff pitch, fouled back. Intended for the cages. They made it all the way and won it, I think. And it looks like they won it. It looks like they went to... They made it out of the loser's bracket and won the Class C state championship. Popped up and left. Caught. They're going to throw it home. The relay skips the pick cutoff man, and the game all tied up on a sacrifice fly from Nathan Bluvis. But 1 out is recorded here in the top of the third.
Number 6, Barrett.
Now 1 out here in the top of the third. Barrett Sikora up. Ball gets past the catcher, Lefevre. He's chasing after it, and he will have no play. Lefevre wearing the glasses behind the dish. Something that Philip Bentz also... I mean, I think he wears contacts, but... One L. That's a strike at the knees. Well, he finished on a loss to Malcolm, so they must have not won it all. Smacked up the middle, and it will get to the shortstop. Heitzman, the throw. Not in time. Legging out the single, Barrett Sikora.
Number 4, Clayton.
And we have a runner scores, and now the Knights with a lead. Runners on the corners now. Don't be shocked if Teeter heads for third anyways, though. Thaddeus Weeble up to bat. He'll take off. The throw, a pump fake. Maybe trying to catch the man at third, pretending or waiting on the throw to come home. I've seen that a few times. Sikora, stolen base of second. Mount Michael starting to make some distance here. Fouled back. 0-1. Weeble batted a exact 25 or 250 batting average with three doubles, 2 triples in high school ball. That's smacked into left. A worm burner will bring in 1, and he'll be told to hold at third. I think he could have scored, but playing it safe rather than sorry. And the Knights put on another run on a worm burner from Thaddeus Weeble. 3 consecutive hits bring in a run. That one, Jackson Teeter, the catcher. And it's now 3-1. The Knights starting to pull away a little. Still have 2 on, only 1 out here in the top of the third. Man steps off. Knutson collects himself. This is Rocco Zimmerman, the top hitter on the high school team. 393 the batting average. Taking off is going to be Weeble. No throw. He slides kind of weird. Anyways, he'll be safe. 1-0 count. Another stolen base. That one Weeble. Zimmerman, a third baseman with the very first baseman name. Foul or hit deep into right. Going back, Bird makes the grab. He had to spin around once or twice, switch directions, make sure that he would check both ways before he caught it. But Bird making a deep snag out there in right. Another run does score on the sacrifice fly, however. So Cora scores. We will now on third. And up comes Henry Stanek trying to help his own cause. That is driven into deep center. And it's off the glove of Schoenhard. This defense has been so sure today. I thought that was definitely going in. RBI. Yeah, I'm going to give him an RBI for that. No, that should have been an out. Stanek reaches on an error by center fielder Max Schoenhard. And we will score on said error. Taking off the throw off the mark by Lefebvre, and Stanek steals second. Don't usually see a pitcher stealing, but it can happen. Yu Darvish did it once for me when I was having a really good fantasy week. Doesn't count. If your pitcher steals, it doesn't count for you, though. Just unfortunately. Knutson steps off. He seems to be doing that more than most people. A game being played where everybody's throwing balls to one another and seeing who doesn't drop it the first by some of the Harrisburg players. There's like 2 balls going at the same time. I remember playing this in Yankton as we were getting ready for the state championship with the guys. I mean, I wasn't in there, but, you know. 2-0. Outside, ball 3. Knutson's been throwing him in the zone. That's what's been working. Now he's a little more shy. 3-0 count. Smacked deep and hard. Just foul. That one, a certified smash, warning track material, but it spun back across the line on its, golf arc and somehow ended up foul. A 3-0 swing, not something most coaches advise, but when you expect a meatball and you do get a meatball, you square it up like that, they're not going to complain. 3-1. Knutson, that one a high ball. Taken, and Lefebvre doesn't get him. Almost. It was a good throw. The tag applied, but slightly late. So Stanek steals yet another bag. 2 stolen bases on this trip to the base paths. Aiden Earl takes his base. And he'll bring up, I'm assuming, a brother, Jack Stanek, to bat. Taking off is going to be Earl. Just throws back to the pitcher. No attempt to catch him and open up the backdoor cut. So Earl steals a base. 5 stolen bases in the inning for the Knights. Jack Stanek watches a ball at his shoulders. Two-0 count. That's squide into shallow center. 2 people calling for it. The shortstop, Heinzman, makes the grab. And so they'll strand 2 runners in scoring position. But 5 runs come across in the top of the third for the ETC Knights. They now have a solid 5-1 lead.
Just want to take a minute to
So recap, for the Knights in that inning. 5 hits turn into...
Give Ryan a call if you are
Oh no,
interested
4
in
hits
auto, home,
turn
or
into
dealer
5
insurance
runs.
needs. You can contact him
Mm.
at 605-791-0762. Also, some of our other sponsors for this tournament are
4
Grand,
of the 5 runs are earned. There's an
Knockoff
error on
Auto
Max
Store,
Schoenman,
Casey Peterson,
or Schoenhard,
and
and
National Bank.
2 are left on. It is
Thank you
5 to
all the
1.
sponsors for making this great tournament happen.
The shooters have been hitting though. ETC finally broke through. Plenty of parents and supporters for the shooters in the stands today as they play a big-time club from Omaha area, Elkhorn, Nebraska. Stanek pitched just 5 times in the high school season with a 6.18 ERA. He does have a save to his name, though. Not exactly your number 1 starter, however.
Up to bat is number 21, Colby.
That would probably be Aiden Earl, currently playing second. Or it's Preston Petrowski or Kyle Olderhoft, but I don't know who is still playing on the Legion team. But a pretty good team here, nonetheless. Oh, 1. Stanek, inside, ball 1. I get why they would throw a guy who isn't typically a starter in this game, however. High inside. Two 1 count. Strike. Right down the middle. High ball. Full count. Full count. Payoff pitch. Popped out of play. Watch out, Gold. And it is full count. Payoff again. Foul tip into the glove of Theater, right? Is that his name? Teeter. And that will be the first out in the bottom of the third. A hard-fought strikeout. Just the second of the game for Stanek. Brings up Aiden Bird. He hit a single. Got all the way to third his last time up. It is the word, as they would say. They being me. Mow, mow, mow. Right. 1 out. Outside, 2-0. I want to know who the surfing bird was. No, I think it was the guy from, must have been the protagonist of Surf's Up. That must have been the surfing bird who made this song. 2-0. Smacked. Right back to the pitcher. He will jog it out himself. I like the hustle from Bird. He ran that thing all the way out, thinking maybe he could sneak up and beat him. but no.
11, Spencer.
So 1-3 put out. Actually, no, just a G1. Very odd play. I don't usually see that. He just wanted to, go for a stroll, get his steps in. Spencer Harris watches a ball. Called strike at the very top of the strike zone. Harris hit a single earlier. 0-1. Check swing, strike 2. Forgot to erase the balls on the last one or add the outs. Whoopsie. All right. 0-2. One more strike left in the third inning. Stanek, fastball, fouled right on top of us. Thunk. There it is.
Kids are having a lot of fun. You love to see it.
A second door has opened at the concession stand. Called strike 3. The curveball freezes Harris. And that'll be the third strikeout of the game. First one looking. Oh, second one looking on the shooters. So, all right. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. Nobody left on. A flawless bottom of the third for Stanek. And it brings up the Knights again. The 8-hole hitter, Dominic Beninato. Going to try to extend this lead. We found out that 4.5 up by 8 is the mercy. For the sake of time today, it might be helpful if it was a mercy rule. I mean, it's like a bad juju to put that out there. But, like, this game was supposed to start at 11:30, and it didn't start till 12:40. It's like we're like an hour behind. And if we want to get through all the games today, it could help if this one went under time, and we made up some. Because we still have another one of these games to go, which was projected to happen at 2. Projected to tip off at 2 that we have to get through. And then we have the Hard Hats doubleheader and an opening ceremony thing with a B1 flyover. I don't know how Wayne pulled the strings to get a flyover. How does anybody get a flyover? I know the military still pays the NFL for flyovers. That's true. Because it puts them alongside the heroes of today, being the athletes. I know that they still pay the NFL for that, and it's, good for recruitment and, awareness and whatnot.
10 for 15, 17 for 19, and 13 for 14.
All right, 10 for 15, 17 for 19, 13 for 14. Okay. So 10 for 15, 17 for 14, and 13 for 19. All right. I think I've got it. Did I get that right? If anybody, I said it right the first time. If what I just said on the recap doesn't actually match that, please tell me. I don't want to look foolish. Two 2-1. Still Knutson on the mound. Right? Is it? Is he number 10? No. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Shooters. 3-1. Smacked. Heintzman picks it up. The throw on target. And that'll be the out to start off the inning.
Now to bat is number 9, Jackson.
So 6-3 put out on Dominic Beninato. We'll start off the inning. Ball outside. Fouled off. 1-1. Jackson Teeter. Is he still up? So Riley Murphy on the mound right now for the Shooters. Popped up. It should be playable. It's not. Sorry. Get your hopes up. Ball in the dirt. We'll make it 2-2. Is that Teeter? I think it's Teeter. I don't know. It looks like Teeter. I only saw him briefly though. That'll hit him. Leans into it. Gets the hit by pitch. That one not even really gonna hurt. Might leave a red mark for a couple minutes. That's about it.
Number 17, Nathan.
That ball couldn't have been going over 65. That thing rode safe. He ducks out of the way of a ball behind him. Murphy's pitch way back there. Teeter on first. He bunted on earlier, so he has some speed, and he will take off. Teeter takes off, reaching and swinging. It could be caught. Heitzman jumps and makes the grab. A fadeaway midair jumping grab will put away Bluvis. Another highlight play for these Shooters. The defense is very good.
Number 6,
They
Barry.
might have an error on there, but it's only because we expected them to do so much. So one for two. Taking off, Sikora, grounder to short. Heitzman gets it. He will have to throw to first. The throw, not in time. And Sikora legs it out. If you guys know a guy named Ryan Sikora, please tell me. He says he went to games here when he was younger. He's the president at Blaze Radio at ASU, where I go and participate in. Just be kind of neat. He recognized Post 22. He had gone there as a kid. Curveball right in the zone. Pretty one for Murphy. Murphy can't be more than a sophomore, like age-wise. There's no shot. He's playing up against these grown men. 'Tis high school sports. 0-1. Right off the back. Everybody groans for him. Ah! And another hit by pitch on some of the softest pitches in the tourney. Bases loaded now. Comes up Rocco Zimmerman. He's got the muscle that this team needs. Smacks one deep into center. Going after it. Schoenhardt making the... No! Did he? Yes! He made the grab! That's the out! ETC fans absolutely irate. They say he dropped it and then picked it up. So they give it to him anyways. Bases stranded. Nobody scores in the top of the fourth for the Knights. Good play from Schoenhardt, maybe. Depends if it was actually caught. So, in that inning, one hit turns into no runs. There are no earned runs. No errors on the Shooters, and three men are left aboard. It is 5-1. Stanek returning to the mound for his 5th inning of work, or 4th inning of work. Almost hit the umpire there. The due-up is Lefevre, Knutson, and Mason. Oh no, it should be Lefevre, Murphy, and Mason. Or whoever they choose to pinch hit for the pitcher. Maybe Murphy can hit. Maybe they'll let him do that. Okay. Strike. 2 strikes now for Stanek to the leadoff man, Lefevre. Lefevre has all the accessories you'd want to need. Right now he's got glasses, 2 sleeves, gloves. Grounds 1 foul. Still 0-2. But he is kitted the hell out. No expense saved on him. He looks straight up cybernetic. 0-2. Lefevre watches the ball at the eyes. He has supervision. By that I mean he's wearing glasses. So, you know, bionic augmentation. One, 2. Stanek, fastball low. 2-2. Ball in the dirt. And the count now full. The shooter's dugout asked for 1 more, please. Another ball. That would do them just fine. Whew! That would have hit me had there not been a fence. Sorry, that's a foul ball, and he will live to see another pitch. A check swing catches probably the handle or the neck of the bat. And is fouled off. Stanek, the payoff pitch. Called strike on the inside of the plate. A pinpoint pitch for a first out here. The 4th strikeout, 3rd looking for Stanek in this game. He's really turned it around after a shaky 3-hit first. He's just allowed the 1 run since the 1 hit, I mean. He hasn't allowed any runs since then. Riley Murphy. Or whoever this is. Is that Murphy? Might be Murphy. I can't see the number because he's a righty. And I'm on the first base line, not the 3rd. It looks like Murphy. It looks like a 10. High and inside. 1-0. What do we feel about gradient jerseys? They got really exciting when people saw like the Nuggets and the Jazz do that. 2-0 outside. Now 3-0. Stanek in a position to walk the batter. Knutson had a single his last time up. This is Murphy, so it's not Knutson. Murphy watches a strike go over. I like the bravado of the umpire. Strike! He's holding that note. 3-1. Popped up. That's playable. The catcher wants it. He will. Oh! The underhand grab pops out of the glove. if Riley Murphy reaches base, that'll go down as an error. Tough one for Teeter. Payoff pitch again is going to be strung on and right to the center fielder, playing short. A good shift there. Pays off. So an L8 will be the second out of the inning. Tucker, Tuck Mason now up. The Harrisburg bus has just rolled into the parking lot. I guess that is probably the one carrying the gold. Fouled away.
Bye-bye ball. The kid's chasing it. Went through the fence.
They figured out how to open the fence. Look at them, so smart. 0-1. Curveball fouled off by Mason. Stanek 4 strikeouts on the day. Looking to add to it. Hotel. Mason. Swings through it. Strike 3. He can't hold up, and that'll be the inning. So 5 strikeouts on the day for Stanek. Henry Stanek. And no hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on. It is still 1-0. Or sorry, 5-1. Mercy Rule is up by 8 after 4.5. Well, the Shooters would, no matter what, get a chance to bat again. But if they're down by 8 or more at the end of this, like what could have happened had it not been for the questionable catch in center with the bases loaded just then. It could be different. I don't know. It could be up by 4, maybe. Perhaps. All right, Henry Stanek coming to the plate to bat for his own cause. Shows bunt. It's a strong one, not a great one. Murphy, the throw, in time. So the bunt unsuccessful. Murphy puts away the pitcher.
To bat is number 15, Aiden.
We'll bring up Aiden Earl. Earl 1 for 2 with a strikeout looking and a walk. So he does a lot of looking, not a lot of swinging. That's a strike. Also a consistent pitcher for the high school team. One of their best. But today he plays second. 0-1. Swing and a miss on a very slow changeup. Oh, 2. Murphy. Curveball misses in the dirt.
The little pellets.
1-2. Popped up into left. He's underneath them, making the grab is Spencer Harris. 2 down now here in the top of the 5th. The Shooters keeping themselves in it with good defense.
Up to bat, number 14, Jack.
Jack Stanek now up. He is 1 for 2. Both of the at-bats came in the same inning. Hits it over. Murphy falls down, throwing from his knees. He makes the play. Riley Murphy. A great play there, and we will enter the bottom of the 5th. The Shooters 1-2-3 in the top of the inning. Still just a 4-run game. Comeback possible. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors. Nobody left on. Still 5-1. Do we have a new pitcher? Kind of looks like it. Doesn't look like the same guy. No, it's the same guy. I'm just tripping. Alright. Thank you all for watching Hard Hats TV here. It's a nice Friday. The sky is finally starting to clear up a little. You can't really tell from your angle, but anyways, it's true. Yippee.
Up to bat is number 13, Cooper.
Alright. Cooper DeGeest now up. Pinch hitting here for Ryland Sedavi. Big swing and a miss for Cooper DeGeest. His first at bat of the day. He did all right last time. Was as a pinch runner and a starter. 1-1. Stanek retired the last 7 batters straight. That is going to be squared up on. DeGeest hit is going to fall. The ball's still rolling. He's headed for second. The cutoff man gets it. He will do his job. But a double from DeGeest will start out the bottom of the 5th for the Shooters.
Now up to bat is number 2, Max.
Max Schoenhard now up after making the run-saving catch in center, or maybe not making it, according to the ETC fans. Schoenhard. Bunt, Schoen. He knocks it off his own foot, and that will make it 0-1. What happens if you're running within the baseline and, like, you bunt it right in front of you and you accidentally kick it? That makes you out, right? Like, if you get hit by the ball in the base pass, that makes you out. I think that would make you out. 0-1. Up and outside. 1-1. Stanek now in his 5th inning of work, trying to retire the first batter. 1-1, the count. Schoenhard sits on the ball. It's 2-1. Harry Good is here in a beanie, cold with his hands in his sweater, wearing shorts and some loafers. He is certifiably comfy pilled. Up and outside is 3-1. Count is 3-1. Schoenhard awaiting. Happily take a walk. He did it back in the 2nd. He pops one up. Everybody running after it, and it's out of play. Full count. Full count. Schoenhard awaits the payoff pitch. There it is. Smacked. Hard. Scooped by the first baseman. He'll throw to Stanek, who steps on the bag. He gets him. Schoenhard thought he beat the throw. He did not. Stanek got ran over, kind of. Like, I think
Number 5.
Schoenhard stepped on his
Gavin.
foot there as they were making the play, but he seems all right. So, DeGeest moves up. A 3-1 put out the first out of the inning. And Gavin Heitzman is up. He is 0 for 2 with a pop-up and a ground out to second. 1-0. He seems to always hit it on the right side of the infield, a little behind the ball. That's what's been happening thus far in this game. Swing and a big whiff. Stanek fans the batter. It's 1-1. 1-1. Inside and getting out of the way is Heitzman. DeGeest still on third. The pitch. Fouled off the dish. And it's 2-2. I feel bad for Harry. He's technically only 2.5 hours early from his appointment game. But it will definitely not be happening in 2.5 hours at this rate. Big swing, big miss. And it is now, that is the strikeout. The stretch out slider able to coax Heitzman into a big whiff. Key number 6 of the day for Stanek. It brings up Colby Witt. Witt 0 for 2 today. Had some good hits yesterday. There's one. He smokes it into center. It's gonna be caught on a bounce, but 1 run will score on an RBI single. The Shooters now at 2 runs. Apparently, I erased one of the runs at some point. Sorry, I'm not at my best right now. Here's Aiden Bird, the man on first, 2 outs. Bird grounded out to the pitcher his last time up. And hit a single back in the first. I think the first pitch was a ball. I didn't hear like an IE or anything, so I'm going to guess that. No guarantees, though. Strike. One. Strike 2. And the throw back to the pitcher offline. Luckily, it bounces right over to second, and there's nobody in second going to third, so no chance to move for the runners. In this case, just 1 runner. 0-2. Popped up. The fielder wants it. And squeezing the ball is Thad Weevil for the final out of the 5th. We enter the final 2 frames. Knights lead narrowly 5-2. Murphy coming back out for the Shooters. So, top of the sixth
Up to
now.
bat is number 12, Saunders.
The Knights looking to add to their lead in this close contest. Popped foul out of play. It is 0-1. Up to bat right now, Dominic Beninato. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Smacked, scooped, throw in the dirt, and a good job to catch that one on the ricochet, pull it out of the dirt from the first baseman Colby Witt. So Mason DeWitt will be out number 1. Here's Jackson Teeter. Teeter squares up on one, high to left, caught by left fielder Spencer Harris. So all of a sudden, Murphy retired the last 6 in a row. It was a big momentum shifter when the bases were stranded on the catch from Schoenhardt. Slow pitch, swung on, just barely got a piece of it. Bluvis fouls it back. To 0-1. Popped up in the infield. Witt wants it. He'll make the grab. 1, 2, 3 for the Shooters. A very quick inning. And we'll enter the bottom of it. Shooters guaranteed 2 more chances to make their move. Rough day for Nathan Bluvis. 0 for 4. 0 for 3 with the sac fly, so, gotten out 4 times. No hits, no runs, no earned runs, no errors, nobody left on. Still 5-2. All of those 5 coming in 1 inning. It seemed like the start of a trend. Instead, it's an isolated incident, it seems like. It was a 12-1 win over the post 315 Sliders of Box Elder yesterday for these guys. The Sliders also a local youth team, probably on a similar level to this Shooters team, at least organizationally. The Sliders brand new, bringing in kids from high school that don't play in the Legion system, or people who wanted to play Babe Ruth for whatever reason. While the Shooters wanted to, or the Shooters are the JV team of 2 and 17 post 320 stars.
Up to bat is number 11, Spencer.
They hit him. Opening pitch puts a man on. As Aiden Bird is...
Number 12, Seth.
As Spencer Harris is plunked. Harris has not tried to steal today. He's only been on once. It brings up Lefevre, 0 for 2 in this one. Playing a good defensive catcher, however. He drives it deep into left center. It is collected by the Knights. The first one down for the Shooters in the bottom of the 6th. brings up Riley Murphy. He's been pitching very well in these last 3 innings for the Shooters. Blanking Elkhorn, not allowing so much as a hit. Tucker Mason on deck. A bouncer to home, gets far away from the catcher, and Harris waddles over to second. So Murphy already doing a good job. He hasn't even done anything yet. But the runner is advanced by him not doing anything. That is swung on and hit high into right. Collected and thrown in. No play to be made. That's a heck of a throw to third. Definitely would have gotten the runner had he been running. But Harris stays put. Play made by Beninado.
He's number 17, Donner.
So 2 straight flyouts to the outfield. Stanek looking to finish off the inning. He's got Tucker Mason. That's a bouncer in between short and third. The throw, perfect. And an easy inning for the Knights. 1 more to go in this ball game. In that inning, no hits turned into no runs, no earned runs, no errors, 1 man left on. Still 2-5. Before that, 2 hits turned into 1 run. It was earned to the pitcher Stanek. There were no errors, and 1 man was left on. But yeah, the due-up for the ETC Knights Black is Barrett Sikora, Thaddeus Wewell, and third baseman Rocco Zimmerman. So the 2, 3, 4, some of the best hitters in the order set to come up. I missed the Rocky Mountain Lobos. They were really fun last year. Wait, they were in the Firecracker. They might be back. I don't know. They were in the final stages of the Colorado State Championship. Top of the 7th upcoming. Murphy heading out for his 4th inning of work. He's been dang near spotless so far.
Now to bat was number 6, Barrett.
Barrett Sikora coming up. Swung on hard down the line, and it'll get through. Heading to the corner and churning for second. The throw, a good one. Never mind, it's offline. And that'll be a leadoff double on the opening pitch for Barrett Sikora, his 3rd hit of the ball game.
Now to bat is number 4, Stamen.
He could provide some much-needed insurance runs for this Knights team. Thaddeus Wewell now up. 1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the 3rd. A single could also bring in the runner Sikora here. Swing and a miss on a ball way outside. He just got so excited by the eephus nature and how he could time that up like BP that he didn't even think to consider it was a trap. And the ball was headed way outside the zone. Sitting on it, taking off, and safe. Barrett Sikora steals 3rd base and is now 90 feet away from scoring. It would be his 2nd run of the ball game. That there, his 2nd stolen base of the game. First time stealing 3rd. That and we will. I'm gonna hope that's how it is said. Off the end of the bat, Nubber back to Murphy. He checks on the man at 3rd. The throw in time. And staying put is Sikora for the 1st out.
Number 22, Rocco.
I heard this guy really does it all about Murphy. That's funny. All right. So 1 for 2 for Rocco Zimmerman, but he batted .393 in high school, Class C, Nebraska. Is 1-0. Murphy, a curveball, timed up on in, fair! The pellet's just on the inside. Zimmerman will hold up for a very long single. Doesn't have the wheels for anything else. That ball fair by a ½ inch, if that. I think you treat it like a tennis ball. If it lands anywhere on the white, even barely on the white, it is fair. And that one just barely got a piece of the white turf. Just a little bit of chalk on it. So the Knights score another one. That one flared into left. The shift way off. It's curling into the corner. Zimmerman for 3. He will be told to hold up there on a double. The shift was trying to catch Stanek hitting into a pole situation. Instead, no, that's not Stanek. Who's that? 16, maybe? I think I see him 16. I don't know. I'm seeing a number that isn't Stanek, I don't think. Zimmerman was definitely Zimmerman, though. He looks very easy to spot. There's an RBI single from Zimmerman. Curveball, just a little in. I'm going to do my best to see who that is on second. $13. Oh, it is Stanek. That is a very hard hit ball down the line and foul. So yeah, Stanek, extra base hit there. Brings up Aiden Earl. 1-2. He reaches on a grounder. The shortstop, Heinzman, throws it in the dirt. It gets away. Witt still doesn't know where it is. It's by the opposing bullpen, or the dugout, my bad. And the Knights put on another run. They're up 7-2. The Shooters cannot afford this. The secondary tiebreaker after head-to-head, which, you know, is a solid tiebreaker, but you're going to have a lot of conflicting head-to-head matchups and tied records and people who didn't play each other in this tourney. The second tiebreaker is runs allowed per innings pitched. So you need to keep the runs down. Stealing base is Aiden Earl. After his infield single brought in 1. No balls, 2 strikes. The count. Still 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Outside ball 1. This is Jack Stanek. I'm assuming a brother of Henry Stanek. I'm going to assume not a brother of Ryan Stanek. So that'll be strike 3. The second time he has struck out anybody. Or no, the first time he has struck out anybody. So Riley Murphy with his first K of the day for the second out of the 7th. And we'll bring up Beninado. Beninado 1 for 3 on the day. Pair of ground outs and a single. Bunch of kids with little inflatable tubes hitting each other like they're swords. That's pretty cool. High and inside 2-0. They're all just having fun on the concourse. I don't know who brought the tubes. We didn't provide the tubes, I don't think. Well, somebody's got a Pinnacle Bank shirt on, so I'm going to guess they're not from here. I'm guessing that's the Nebraska crowd. All enjoying whatever it is going on with the little swords. So Beninado looking at a 3-0. That ball way short of the plate, and bases loaded. Murphy's still in trouble.
Now to bat is number 9, Jackson.
2 outs in the top of the 7th. Jackson Teeter now up. Taken high. Teeter, 1 for 2 with a run, a hit by pitch. He had a bunt single earlier. Smacks one into left. It's right at the left fielder, and he will make the grab. So, 2 score in the top of the 7th. It is a 3-run or a 5-run lead now for ETC Knights. The Mount Michael Benedictine Knights. We have a home run. Oh my jeez. Earlier in the afternoon, Stephen Millam crushed a walk-off home run for LSU to defeat Wofford in the first regional game in Baton Rouge. Or no, this is Chapel Hill Regional, but they hit a home run to beat Wofford 4-3 on a walk-off homer. That's pretty cool. Teeter. Oh wait, that was the end of it. I missed that. So 4 hits turn into 2 runs. Both of them are earned to the pitcher Murphy. There are no errors, and 3 men left on. 7-2 the score. Now tapping everybody's glove and getting some of their good juju.
13, Cooper.
Henry Stanek coming back out to finish what he started, go for the complete game win against the Shooters. Cooper DeGeese now up. He had a double his last time, came around to score. High and inside. His teammates making fun of him for stepping out the way of that heater. You gotta love it. 1 out. Swing and a miss on a ball way upstairs. Maybe when he's older he can reach that. I still touch the roof of the hotel room like walls when I can because I know my younger self would want to. Or like slap an exit sign or a door frame. Maybe even the little hangy bits on the parking garage. 2-1. Low ball, spiked. And it's 3-1. That's a good take for a 12-year-old. Very impressive. That's what one of the kids in the dugout was saying. Inside, ball 4.
Number
So
2,
Murphy,
Matt.
the first one on. Here's Max Schoenhard. 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and a run. Schoenhard takes ball outside for the first pitch. Nobody on, one person on, no outs. Here in the bottom of the 7th, Knights trying to put this team away. They can't afford to give up runs in the process either, as that is a big tiebreaker. Strike. 1-1. At least for tournament reasons, you don't want to do that. If you only care about wins and losses and not where the tournament is going, then I guess this doesn't matter. But if you're trying to like win the tournament, which they have a chance to do, that's, you know, you can't do that. You got to keep your runs down. 2-1 count. Schoenhard. Swing and a miss on a ball upstairs. Two. Come on, babe. Foul off.
To the restrooms.
At Fitzgerald Stadium. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm Oliver Fell, bringing this to you. I'm going to adjust the starting times for the other streams because there's no way we're getting to that other game at 4:30. And the game after this between Harrisburg is not starting until 3. Line drive right at first base. Snatched out the air by the replacement first baseman. Or no, this is just Jack Stanek. Jack Stanek snags that one out of the sky, walks right to his own little bag, and that'll be 2 outs. Are they going to pull him for the final out? He goes, oh, geez, I thought I was good. Oh, no. He must be out of pitches. No, not a complete game for Henry Stanek. He's going to have to come out. He goes 6 2/3. He earns 2 runs. He strikes out 6. And he allows 6 hits. So, there's Henry Stanek's day. Coming in now, we're going to have to wait the entire time as the new pitcher gets his mandated 10 warm-up pitches that the union requires. Ashton Schroeder now in. Schroeder. I always thought it was an interesting question to ask people. Give me a last name that starts with 4 consonants. A lot of people can't do it. No vowels for 4, and they like, how does that work? Schroeder. Schroeder. 4 consonants. Do the same thing with like Schwarzenegger. Schwartz itself. Schwartz also works. Polish names. Like Blaszczykowski. BLCX. E. SCEKOW. SKI, I think. Very hard. Anyways. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 on the potential final batter. And it'll bring up, this is Gavin Heinzman. Smacks it, high hop to second. Handled the throw in time, and that'll be it. So, despite a shaky start, the ETC Knights of Mount Michael High School, Mount Michael Benedictine in Elkhorn, Nebraska, come out on top over the Post 320 Junior Legion team, the Shooters. And it is going to be that. So the final score here in this one, the ETC Knights 7, Post 320 Shooters 2. The next game will be the Harrisburg Maroon against the ETC Knights again, and then we get a Hard Hats doubleheader at some point tonight. We are all running over on time. That is very true. I would expect the next game to start at 3. But stay tuned. Count on 3. Anyways, alright. See ya in a bit for Harrisburg Gold versus the ETC Knights.